but you got real close. You see how close that last two scores were? They were like neck. You guys were almost there. You're going to need a pen today. If you don't have a pen, you can grab a pen from over there. I also have markers or crayons, but you need something semi-permanent like a pen more than a pencil. Yes. No. Whatever color your little heart desires, because I love colorful pens, so the colorfuler the better. As I always say. Pass those that way. Pass those that way. When you get this, feel free to put your name on the top. Did we talk about extra credit stickers yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. So, thank you. So we will be playing lots of games and things in class. Sometimes you as an individual might win a sticker. Sometimes you and a partner might win a sticker. Sometimes you and a group might win one, and sometimes the whole class will win one. Unfortunately today, we do not win a sticker. So sorry. This time we're sorry to make it with an A because it means apologize. Apologies. My apologies, everybody. But in the future, you might win a sticker. Stickers will live on this little sheet of paper. Each sticker is worth half a point of extra credit, but can you use that on all the tests?
No.
Which two tests can you use it on?
Midterm.
The midterm and final, and that's it, right? So you're going to put your name on this so that nobody else takes it, so that it is your sticker sheet. As you collect stickers, you can stick them on here. I cannot accept them if you have them on your person or on your binder or something. As long as they're on this sheet, I'll count it as half point extra credit. Okay? Oh, you can't give them to another person either. I think I told you that yesterday. If you have an A and your friend has a D, you can't give them to your friend. You just gotta use them for yourself. Okie dokie. Keep this out for a minute because I'm also gonna give you something else, so I don't want everybody to put things away while I jest. Scope stars I'll get more into once I get my whiteboard. It's not here yet, so we're not gonna do this part yet. Did I talk about grades?
Yeah.
Okay, did I talk about this?
Yeah.
We talk about interpersonal communication, what all that means?
Yeah.
Stellar. Okay, so all the stuff that we do in English, like making eye contact and nodding along and laughing and all that jazz, you're still going to do it in here. It's still interpersonal communication. I talk about digs.
Yeah.
Yes, how you have 1 point every day. You come in here, you've got 1 point. The only way you can lose it is if you make the choice to lose it. These are the wrong choices to make. Don't make those choices, and you'll get to keep your point for the day. I want everybody to leave with an A++. Okie dokie? At the end of the quarter, you'll have roughly between 40 and 50 digs. Everybody right now has 100%. I haven't taken away anybody's dig yet in the first 5 days of school, so congratulations, you've got your first 5 points. These are part of interpersonal grades, which make up half of your final grade in here. Basically, a large part of your grade is coming to class, paying attention, and interacting with me. Can you do it? Yes! Can I have a little bit more enthusiasm? Can you do it? Yes! Thank you! Okay. Bless you. Voices on, voices off. We've talked a little bit about this in the past. You guys did great for this whole beginning part of class. When you come in every day, you're going to be voices off. We're going to do a little bit of something voices off, and then we might transition to something voices on. So there will be days where we don't talk at all, but most days I'm going to talk to you just a little bit. Okay? When we are voices off, though, please either sign or mime or write. Don't whisper to each other. Don't encourage talking between everybody. If I see, if somebody asks you a question, you respond to that question. If they're whispering to you and you respond back, and I see that and it's distracting to me, you might both lose a dig. Okay? So it's in your best interest if somebody asks you a question with your voice, either ignore them or you can write out the answer. Okay? But try not to respond with your voice. I know that sometimes in here it'll slip and you'll maybe ask me a question or something with your voice. And here's the deal. I'm not gonna immediately point God every time that you accidentally break it, but just try your best not to. A lot of the times what happened last year is somebody would just naturally forget that we were voices off, and they would ask me a question with their voice. if that happens, I'll just respond in sign language probably. Like if my sign is on, I'm like sticking to that rule. I'm not gonna talk to you, okay? Well, I'm not gonna talk with my voice, I'm gonna talk with my hands, okay? If you need to get the attention of me, if I'm like really focused over here, but somebody over here has something that they need to tell me, there are 3 things that you can do that are all deaf appropriate, okay? The first one, we've practiced before, it's stomping. Everybody stomp your foot, right? That is deaf appropriate. When you stomp your foot, did you feel the floor vibrate a little bit? Deaf people work a lot with vibrations, so stomping your foot is a really good way to get my attention. Everybody reach your hand out and flap your fingers like this. This is a very popular way of getting somebody's attention. I even do it with Miss Usher down the hallway if we need to get each other's attention. We're both out there between classes. I'm like make your arms really big and flap your hands and I'll notice. The third thing you can do is called using an intermediary, which basically means tapping somebody that's closer to me and having them try to get my attention. Like if you're too far away to get my attention, tap somebody in front of you and then have them stomp their feet or wave their hands. Okay? So you can try this. Questions? Sweet. Google Classroom and stuff we are going to set up tomorrow, not today. The big thing here is that on my Google website, which I'll show you tomorrow, I have all of these PowerPoints are up there, and I have vocabulary videos. So I'm going to keep a running list of all the signs that we know right here on this piece of paper. Anything that's on this list is fair game for a test, okay? If you look over this list and you're like, I have no idea how to do finger spell, you should go back in here to my Google website and there are videos that show exactly how to sign everything, and my voice is on, so I even explain it to you in English, how to sign stuff, okay? We're gonna look at that tomorrow. Oh, and the slides will look like this. Anytime that you see this blue slide, these are vocabulary words, and all of these words will end up on this sheet. Anything that is in this slide or on this piece of paper is fair game for a test. Cool? Cool. Okay, cell phones. We talked about this yesterday with the with the intent to understand. You literally can't multitask in this class. You can't be on your phone and watch me at the same time. It doesn't work. If your phone is dead and or dying and you want to charge it, right back there behind Bailey's head, there is a place, somebody's already using it, score! Called a charging station. It's BYOC, bring your own charger. But you can charge your phone, you can charge your Chromebook, whatever it is that you need to charge, AirPods, I don't know. How do you charge AirPods? I don't have one.
There's a charger at the bottom.
Oh really? Is there is it the same cord as your phone? Oh, I need to invest in some. They look real fun. Anyway, do they work for calling too? Can you talk to people?
You just double tap.
Stop. Okay, I'm gonna buy some. Anyway, maybe I'll ask for tickets. I don't know. But regardless, if you need to charge something, charge it back there. If you're gonna charge your phone or something, just put it on Do Not Disturb so that we don't hear zzz, 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 zzz every time you get a text. Cool? Cool. If I see it out, I might take it because you're not paying attention. Attendance, try to be here every day. We learn a lot, especially because it's ASL 1. We're going to learn a ton of new things every single day. The more days you miss, the harder it is for you to catch up. So try to be here as much as possible. Bring everything to class. You can't go to your locker. If you have a locker, don't ask. I won't send you to your locker because they could be anywhere in the entire school. There will be bell work almost every single day. So when you come in, we're going to be voices off. You all saw where the bell work was right here. It'll be on the very first screen of this PowerPoint every day. So you just read it and do what it says. Sometimes it'll be for points. I don't know if y'all knew this, but your parents had to pay for you to take this class. Did you know that? You had to pay, it looks like $10 or something to take this class. What they paid for is those books right back there. There's little milk crates, and in there are workbooks. Those are the workbooks that we use for this class. They go with the textbook that we use for this class. Sometimes I don't always use the textbook. When those are part of our bell work, 90% of the time, it'll be graded. So if it's in that book, I'm probably going to grade it, okay? But sometimes it's having a conversation with the person next to you. Sometimes it's what we did today, practicing finger spelling, that sort of stuff. So when you come in, read the bell work, do that thing, get ready for class. Bell work will usually last for about 3 to 5 minutes. I need somebody who would love to help me and have a classroom job. Yes. Okay, come here, real quick. I'm going to show you. You're going to be my timer. It's Madison, right? Okay, so Madison, here's what you're gonna do. Don't do this like tomorrow, but I'll tell you the first day to do it. But what you'll do is you'll wind my little apple clock up. You have to wind it all the way to 0, and then you have to rotate it backwards to go to 5. Okay? And then it'll like, you might be able to hear it a little bit. It's like click, 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 click. Does that make sense? Okay. This is our little timer. So if we have like if I'm saying like one day the bell work is have a conversation for 3 minutes or something, it'll even tell you up there how long to do it for. If it's like have a conversation for 3 minutes with the person to your right, our timer person, aka Madison, will come up, set it for 3 minutes. At the end of 3 minutes, you'll hear this. And that will be your clue that we're starting class. Okay? So if you come in, just assume that that's going to be ticking. Questions on bell work? Sweet. All right, restroom passes. This is the other thing you need a pen for. I'm going to pass these out. Everybody take one, put your name on top. Last year, my biggest pet peeve of all actual time was the potty. It drove me absolutely nuts how many times people would ask to go to the bathroom. I'm like up here in the middle having this whole great conversation, telling y'all a whole great story in sign language, or like we're about to play a game or something, and all of a sudden somebody's like, I have a bathroom. No, we're busy. We're learning stuff. We're having a party. You're missing out. It's really annoying, okay? So this year, I decided I'm going back to good old-fashioned bathroom passes. Maybe you had these in like middle school. We're going to go back to them. You get 2 bathroom passes per quarter, okay? When you're using one, you can either cut it, I've got scissors over there, or you can rip it. This will start tomorrow. And you're going to write the date and the time that you left, and then come back, and the time that you come back. Now at the bottom, you see where it says, please put on Miss S's desk? Cross that part out and put turn-in tray. I don't want it on my desk. I will lose it. My desk is always a mess. It is always horrible. So instead, put turn-in tray or turn-in bin or something like that. Put in the turn-in tray. Make sure your name is on top of this right here where it says blanks bathroom pass, restroom pass, whatever it says. You do have 2 of these. If you don't use them at the end of the quarter, they can be turned in for stickers, for extra credit stickers, okay? Other things about this. Okay. I am fully aware that sometimes there are emergencies, right? Sometimes you come from lunch, you had a bad beef burrito, there's emergencies, you gotta go to the bathroom, okay? If that is the case and you are out of these passes, you're still allowed to go to the bathroom. I don't want any like accidents to happen, okay? You're allowed to go potty. It's an emergency. This is just, I'm trying to like cut down on how many bathroom people are at a time. If you're feeling like sick, like you might throw up, you need to go like to the bathroom, figure that self out, you can always go to the nurse. The nurse has her own bathroom. So that's fine with me if you need to do that. The other thing is how many of you, well, okay, I know that some of you come from lunch, right? Who comes from lunch? Okay. Some of you come from lunch, some of you also come from like classrooms like on the other complete side of the school, right? Sometimes it can be hard to get here in 6 minutes and go to the bathroom. Here's the deal. I would way rather you go to the bathroom in between your last class and this one and be like 1 or 2 minutes late to class than I would have you leave class in the middle of it, okay? So I would suggest go to the bathroom before class starts, do your business, come in a minute late, say sorry, bathroom, and then just sit down and get ready to learn stuff.
If you go to the bathroom like before class, you still have to put in a pass?
No. If it is in between classes, don't worry about it. This is like if it's the middle of the class and you're like, I need to pee all of a sudden, then you go. That's what those passes are for. Okay? 2 signs that you need to know. Number 1, the girl on the bathroom pass is signing the sign for bathroom. You take a tea and you shake it. Some people might twist it. Some people I shake it personally. So bathroom. If you're feeling really sick and you need to go see the nurse, who's left-handed? Anybody left-handed? You got 2? Okay, so say, do the exact opposite of what I'm going to say, okay? Everybody else, take your left hand, put your left hand palm up, take your right hand, put 2 fingers up, and tap your wrist. Tap your wrist. That is the sign for nurse. If you need to go to the nurse, just let me know, sign this, and I will either send you with that little purple pass back there, or I will write you a pass for you to go to the nurse. Questions about bathroom stuff? Stellar. Please put this away in the folder that you hopefully have conveniently brought for ASL class. You can also put your pen away, you won't need it. Alright, last week, like the first day of school, I had everybody fill out a survey. Remember you wrote your name really big on the back of it? Did anybody not do one of those surveys with your name really big on the back? Here, sure. Everybody else did this survey with your name really big on the back? Okay. Alright, so on that survey, one of the questions was, what questions do you have for me? This following part is frequently asked questions. A lot of people want to know about tests and quizzes. So quizzes, there will be a lot of. We'll do a ton of them, in fact, in this class, but here's a big hint, they will be really easy. Like really, really easy. Most of the time they're out of 10 points. The lowest you can get is a 50%. The lowest you can get is a 5 out of 10, unless you just like don't do it. If you just write your name on it and leave a blank, then like yeah, that's a 0. But like the worst you could possibly do is get a 5 out of 10. Okay? Which is still an F, but it's like not that bad of an F. So we're gonna do a ton of quizzes in this class. We might even do one this week. We'll just have to see. But they're pretty easy. As long as you're following along with what's happening in class, you'll pass. We have 6 unit tests. We have 6 units. Each unit is 6 weeks long, gives us 6 tests. Each test has a section for the 4 things that you're graded on. There's the culture or history portion. There is an interpretive section where I'm signing something and you have to write down in English what I'm saying. There's a presentational section where you're signing something and I'm like looking at how you're signing it. And then there's an interpersonal communication section where we're going to use this fun website called Charlala, where you and I are going to have a conversation. It's like all on your Chromebook. Very simple. Questions? This one you can get as low as whatever you get on it. If you get a 30% on this test, you get a 30%. This one, the lowest you can get is a 50. This one, the lowest is just whatever you end up getting. Okay? Presentations. We will have 6 presentations / projects in this class, like 1 per unit, but they will not be like presentations where like you're standing up here in front of everybody and signing something. That's not the kind of presentations we do. There might be one of those at the end of the year, but even then most of it will be in English. So it's not like, don't stress about it. If we do presentations and projects and stuff and we're showing it to the whole class, it'll probably be a video that you're recording, and I will let you know beforehand if it gets shown to everybody else. Okay? Oh, a lot of times, bless you, a lot of times we're going to have you do this thing called free signing, which is basically a presentation, but it's you just talking to yourself, signing to yourself in a video for like 3 to 5 minutes. Those presentations are not graded on what you sign or how you sign it, but they are more focused on, are you focused on this job? Like, can you have the attention span to sign to yourself for like 3 minutes? And are you growing? Like, are you trying to do better each time, basically? So these ones are less about what you sign and more about, can you do it? Okay.
So if we're in the middle of like filming and we make a mistake, the small one, you want us to just like redo it and keep going, or like
You just keep going, yeah. So you can always, like, whenever you're filming yourself, if you make a mistake or whatever, I would say just erase it in the air, which is just like this. Everybody erase it in the air. Erase it in the air. I do this all the time. Like, when I'm finger spelling something, if I mess up, I go, ooh, and you just start again, okay? Or if you mess up, you just say, ooh, mistake, and then start again. It's easy. Questions? learned about this in the past? Most of you? Okay. So we talked about this yesterday with Be Brave and Kind. All of you were very brave to take this class in the first place. Congratulations. You've done it so far. You've lasted like 5 whole days. So proud. A fixed mindset person would come into the room and be like, this class is stupid hard and I don't get it, so I'm not even going to bother trying. Right? A growth mindset person comes into the room, goes, this class is stupid hard, but I'm super excited to be here and I'm going to learn something. Okay? We all want to be this one. We want to be this one. We want to be the, it's stupid hard, but I'm going to enjoy it anyway. I'm going to learn something new. Cool? Cool. Miss days, for the most part, don't miss class. If you do miss class, back there, you see those folders where it says absent? There's a pink, orange, green, blue, and purple one. You guys are the blue class. What class are you? Blue. How do you sign that? Blue. Good. It kind of shakes outwards. Blue. Good. Okay, so if you are absent, come back the next day or whenever you come back, check the blue folder. See if there's anything in it that has your name on it. If there's nothing back there, I didn't pass anything out that day. There's also an extra copies folder back there. So if you've like lost something and you need an extra copy, there you go. Good? Check. Make a test and quizzes. If you miss a test or if you miss a quiz, most of the time you won't have to redo the quiz because it's a quiz over something we did in class that day. So most of the time you won't have to do a quiz. A test you do have to make up, projects and presentations you have to do. Homework is due by like the end of the unit. We do retakes, so if you bomb a test, you can redo it later. Okay? Okay. Plagiarism, cheating, don't do it. Don't cheat off somebody. If I catch you cheating, I will probably give you a 0. It's also really hard to cheat in ASL. It's very obvious when you're trying to copy somebody else's signs. But like on the written part, don't cheat. I am free. I teach ASL 1 every single period except for first period where I'm in here. It's my planning period. 4th period is my lunch. I'm either here or down the hall in the World Language Office. And 6th period, I'm in study hall, which is right across the hall in Miss Cook's room. Anybody ever had Miss Cook before? I'm in her classroom, right there. Just email me if you need to stop by. You can also set up a time before and after school to meet with me. Extra signs. Sometimes people are like, hey, what's the sign for? Hot dog or whatever, like something completely random. If you want to know a random sign, I will teach you a random sign, but you have to usually ask it in sign language. So do you remember how to sign? Yes, good. It goes backwards towards yourself. Make ones, put your thumbs in, there you go. Backwards towards yourself, and then you're going to sign the sign for what? What? With 5. What? And you have to put your eyebrows down. You have to look confused. So sign what? And then you have to finger spell it. So like C-A-T. Sign what? And then I would teach you cat. That's cat, everybody, with an F. Cat. It's supposed to look like little whiskers, you see? So cute.
Dog.
Good. What is the sign for dog? It looks like this. It's like you're snapping your fingers a bunch of times. You can also do that one. Remember that one? Yeah. So it's like you're snapping your fingers a bunch of times. Dog. Good job. Good job. Okay. If you Google search signs, though, please be sure that you check them with me, because sometimes there's variations. Like who says pop? That fizzy thing that you drink. Who calls it pop? Who calls it soda? Who calls it soda pop or Coke? Oh, okay. So just like how we have different ways that we call the little fizzy thing that you drink, there are different signs for things in sign language. Like this, in Ohio, is a sign for hot dog. You make a little bun, you put a hot dog in it. Hot dog, okay? But in some places in the U.S., they say hot dog. Hot dog. In Ohio, this means sausage. So if you're going to look something up, just double check it with me that that's how we would say it. Cool beans? Okay. Oh, also, if you'd like a tutor, let me know. Some ASL 2 people are down to tutor if you need help. Okay, let me look around my room, make sure I didn't forget anything. Signs, we know, will be right there. I will update it. Supply stuff, if you ever need anything, go ahead and grab it. There's tissues there and there and there. You can charge your phone, grab your absent work, turn stuff to the turn-in tray. What color's your class?
Blue.
How do you sign it? Yes. When we come in every day, are you voices on or off? Where's the bell work gonna be? Right there. Anything else?
No.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Sweet. Yes.
What's the word?
What's bored? Bored. Like it's not that bored, right? But like you're like bored.
Yeah.
Bored. It's like you're picking your nose. You're so bored that you're picking your nose. Bored. Or boring.
What
Same.
about that board?
That board is a board. Or sometimes people sign board with these. Board. Yeah. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna take an SLO. You know what those are? They're like little pre-tests that teachers have to do. It's so fun! We're gonna love it, right? So fun. Okay. So tomorrow we're gonna do an SLO. We're gonna go through Google stuff and Flipgrid. Anyone ever used Flipgrid before? We're gonna do that tomorrow. When you leave today, please be sure that these whiteboards do not end up on the floor because if they get like broken because someone steps on them, then that sucks because they're brand new. So make sure they end up back on your chairs. We have like 2 minutes if you would like to put your stuff away. Oh, but please don't line up because I hate that. Like just chill for a second. And let me know if your whiteboard has no more post-it notes because I need to put some more on it. You're good?
Yeah.
Anybody over here need more post-it notes on their board? Does this one need more post-it notes? That's right, I only have one class left, so that's probably fine. Thank you.
This board needs post-it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, hi. Okay. You're gonna be here tomorrow though? Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna show you what the classroom is like. So all of the stuff that we get in class is gonna be on there. So you'll be able to like watch it for a week. Is it? I bet you feel like sweating like girls. Is there also practice after school?
On Thursdays.
Gross.